Hey everyone! Today is day 11 of the October YouTube Pagan Vlog Challenge, and today's word is incense. Now, I don't burn a lot of incense. I have a couple of the stick incense, but they're for like the full moon, new moon kind of thing, and I burn a lot more candles than I do incense. I did kind of want to try my own incense, like the cone incense, so I've been looking up some stuff on that, but I'll get to that in just a second. So I've done a lot of I know that I've told you guys that I'm trying to bring my mother more in for October, and as I was researching incense, I don't have like a specific memory, but it occurred to me that like nearly my entire childhood, my mom burnt incense. They were always burning in the house. I just remember the little wood incense holder and the incense, and I remember lighting it a couple of times, but it was for like perfuming the house, making the house smell better. My mom really didn't like do any holistic related stuff. So yeah, that's the only memory I really have of incense with my mother. Anyway, so I am going to be trying my own incense. I'm going to try a loose incense blend kind of thing with some, I guess I've looked it up and there's a way you can do it with honey, so that's what I'm going to try. So I will be back to show you my pieces and then again to show you my dough, I guess, because it has to get like a doughy consistency. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but I will tell you all the details when I come back. Hey guys, I am back, and so you'll see I went and got a pestle and mortar. I've never owned one before. I'm not really sure how they work, but I'm going to try it out and see what happens. Inside, I have some pinches of lavender, some torn up bay leaves, and just a few sprigs of white sage that I got up from the mountain, Casper Mountain. Anyways, and that's my honey. It has to be completely natural honey for it to work because like just the regular store-bought honey that's not all natural, I guess, that's been filtered or whatever, has a lot of water in it, which can affect how the incense comes out. So this is what I'm doing. I'll be crushing up all of these. I will add my little bits of honey to it until I get it the consistency that I want, and I will show you that in just a moment. All right, so I'm back for a few short moments. I have started crushing this up. This is a lot harder than it looks to get all of these like really finely crushed up. So yeah, this will be fun, and it might take me just a tiny bit longer than I anticipated. I'll be back. All right, so my hand hurts, but I think I have a good consistency, mostly. So we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Up next, I'm going to add just a tiny bit of honey. Supposedly, you don't want it enough that it actually like is just a lot of honey. You just want to add it a little bit at a time. It's just supposed to look like a tiny bit wet. Otherwise, it's too much honey, and it's a lot harder to add the spices back in to dry it out a little bit more. But it looks like I have it pretty much the consistency it needs to be. Now when I add the honey in, I'm supposed to just keep doing this until it gets to like a doughy consistency. So we will see how that works out. I'll let you know here in a minute or so. All right, so I did a lot of mixing with the honey and whatnot. And I can't say that I got it to a doughy consistency. I'm pretty sure I failed in that aspect. It doesn't look very doughy to me. Maybe I added too much honey, or maybe I haven't added enough honey. I'm not really sure. It's something that, you know, trial and error that I'd have to like play with. But it's coming up off the sides, so I assume that I'm starting to kind of get it right. Anyways, let's see. While I'm doing some of this, I did go ahead and I looked up like incense and stuff like that. I know that they've been used for a very, very, very long time. Mostly, I think it's been mostly religiously, like in all, you know, in not really sacrifices, but like altars or prayer to god or the gods, I guess. And I know that frankincense is a big one for church or religious reasons. It apparently has like a calming effect and everything. I didn't have any of that. I'm just using what I have on hand. And then also, supposedly, because this isn't used with water or anything like that, it's recommended that it sits for a little while in a dark place to, like, I guess, get imbued with all of the stuff that's in it. But it also says that you could burn it right away and it should burn on its own as well. I think the honey is like a binding agent as well as like an even burning agent. Not quite sure. So, if you don't see, well, I don't know. We'll find out if this burns and see how that goes. All right, so I'm just gonna like get some of this and ball it up if I can, hopefully. I might not be able to. It is so sticky. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a ball out of this. I didn't do a lot because I really did not know how this would go. And that could be my problem too, is that I'm not doing it in a bigger sort of way like a lot of people would. Mine is like really tiny, like super tiny, because I only wanted to do like maybe 1 or 2 max. Like, I don't have a lot in here. Like, seriously guys, I really don't. It's like not a lot at all. So we'll just kind of like, ah, there I go, dropping it all over the place. That's bad, right? All right, so I'm just gonna take like, there we go. Yep, I'm using a butter knife. I have no idea if I'm supposed to or not, but you know what? We're going with it. And this is how sticky it is. I mean, it is so sticky. It's crazy. It's crazy sticky, guys. Crazy sticky. So if you want it to be messy, I guess, but it didn't take very long. Not really anyways. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so that's almost all of it out. I told you it was not very much at all. So again, that could be part of my problem on why it's not working out quite like the site suggested. Okay, and then the other suggestion was to put it into a little ball, like so. Look at that. We have a little ball. It's staying together. It's not falling apart. Voila. All right, it looks kind of like, I don't know, balled up grass maybe? It doesn't smell bad with the honey in it and everything. Okay, and then I have this little candle thingy right here that I'm going to use to try to burn it in. And I don't know if I can tip this in a way to show you guys. Let me see, maybe I could back up my camera a tiny bit. See if I can get it to where I can get my thing. Ha! There. I mean, half my face will be cut off, but you know. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? Right? See, that's almost perfect. Sorry, guys. Don't be mad at me, please. Ah, look, I think I got it. Yay! Okay, so I got my ball in here. We're gonna light this candle, or not light this candle, but light this incense and see. Wish me luck. Woo. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm just gonna like tip it and like hope for the best here. And it does not want to light, guys. Just saying. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to light it. I've never done cones before, so I don't know if they take a long time to like start or not. No idea. So we're gonna like give it a second here and see what happens. Because it looks like it's trying to. It's kind of, there we go. And I'm going to call it a fail, guys. We're gonna call this a fail. But incense, trial and error. It does smell good. Yeah, I still like the smell. I mean, I know that it's not like, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, but it smells really good. I want it to do what it's supposed to do. I do, really badly, like a lot. Because now I really like the smell. Like, I just smelled it and I was like, oh my gosh. So let's see if we can figure this out. Nope, it will not stay. Done. So there's that fail. Okay, next, I have a candle underneath of it. I do. So we are going to light this baby and see if we can burn it as, like, what would that be? Loose? A loose incense? Is that what we would call this? I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not really sure what we would call it. What I do know is it is so sticky. It is everywhere. Like, look at this. Like, and it does not come off, really. Like, holy cow. What a sticky, interesting little thing here. And my idea was that, you know, I would use bay leaves and some sage and some lavender and the honey. It all smells good together. It really, really does. Especially while it's like burning with a lighter. But I guess somebody suggested bay leaves for like prosperity stuff. So I was going to try it. Oh my gosh, like look at this. It is so hard to like get this off. Probably because of the honey, obviously, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. And I kind of like want to put it in my mouth and taste it, but I don't really want to at the same time. So, well, it is all natural, right? I mean, it's just some sage and it's some lavender. There's no essential oils or anything in it. It's just that. All right. All right. I'll give it a try. All right. All right, guys. I'm trying it. Wow. Don't taste it. I could taste the honey. You can, I don't know what that other taste is. I don't think it's bay leaves. I think the weird aftertaste is the lavender. Ew. Like, it tastes gross. But I want to lick the honey off my fingers. Alright. So, let's see. This thing's starting to get a little hot, but it's not really, like, doing anything at all. Very sad. Very, very sad. I wish it would do something, you know? Then I could say, like, it's kind of a win, right? But alas, there is nothing. And this thing is only a little warm, too. So maybe I should wait a few more minutes and, like, see if it gets hot enough to do it. I don't really know what to talk about in the meantime, and incense aren't really my thing. I have candles. I like candles. And I have, like, resin that I like to burn. I don't like stuff that comes up with a lot of smoke, generally because of migraines. Smells give me really bad migraines. So I try to avoid certain smells. Like Paleo Santo, I cannot do it, guys. Can't do it. I could do sage in small doses. And I could do resins in small doses. But I've only tried one kind of resin, so I guess that's really debatable on whether or not I can do all resins or not. I could burn bay leaves without a lot of trouble, because I do that regularly. I do that like every single day in wishes for my family and friends and stuff like that. And I used to be a smoker too. I don't know if that has, oh wow. I have it everywhere, guys. Everywhere. I'm gonna have to wash like all the way up my arms. Like it's everywhere. It's all over my little table. Man. Let's see. Well, it's starting to get hot. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go now that you guys have laughed at me, enjoyed my antics, watched me fail. We'll see if this actually ever does do anything. And if it does, I will take a short short mini video, tiny mini video, and add it to my next video so that you guys can see if it worked or not. And if it doesn't work, I will just tell you tomorrow that it didn't work. My guess is it's probably not going to work. So I really didn't want to do anything that had to do with getting gum paste stuff or whatever, or maca or whatever it is. I really didn't want to. And I saw one video where you just use water and clover, or not clover, but cinnamon. And I heard that you needed a binding agent. And so I started looking at binding agents. And honey is something that you can use. It's just sticky, messy, funny. All right, you guys have a great day. And hopefully it'll work eventually. Bye, guys.